It was a quiet evening when she sat me down, her hands trembling slightly. "David, there's something I need to tell you," she began, her voice cautious. I looked at her, sensing her nervousness. "What is it?" I asked, trying to keep my tone calm. She took a deep breath. "Before our wedding, I absolutely need to spend a weekend with my ex." I froze, unsure if I had heard her correctly. My heart thudded painfully. "Excuse me?" I managed to ask, hoping this was some kind of joke. She shook her head, eyes serious. "I know it sounds strange, but I need closure, for both of us." I felt a mix of confusion, anger, and hurt. Closure? After all this time? And right before our wedding? She reached for my hand, trying to reassure me. "Please, David. I promise it doesn't mean I love him. It's just something I need to do for myself." I pulled my hand back, struggling to process her words. "How long are we talking about?" "A weekend. Just a couple of days," she said softly. "Then I'll come back. Then our wedding can happen without any regrets." I sat down, head in my hands, trying to think clearly. Betrayal never felt this sharp before. I replayed every moment of our relationship, wondering why she had never mentioned unresolved feelings. "You really think this is okay? That I'll just sit here and wait while you go spend time with someone you used to love?" I asked, my voice cracking. She looked at me with a mixture of guilt and insistence. "I don't want to hurt you. That's why I'm telling you now, instead of hiding it." I felt torn. I loved her, but trust is fragile, and her request threatened everything we had built. I asked for time to think, and she left the room, her face pale and anxious. That night, I tossed and turned, imagining the worst, wondering if I could forgive this before even saying, "I do." The next morning, I tried to talk to her again, needing clarity. "Tell me why this is necessary. Why can't we move forward without it?" She explained, recalling a past relationship that ended unresolved, memories that haunted her occasionally, and the fear of carrying regrets into our marriage. I listened, my emotions a storm inside me. I wanted to understand, but my pride and hurt made it impossible to feel calm. Days passed, and the wedding drew closer. I wrestled with the idea of giving her what she asked, despite the pain. Finally, I made a choice, not out of anger, but out of love. "If this is truly important to you, then go. But know this, my trust will be tested." She nodded, tears in her eyes, grateful for my patience. "I promise, David, this will end everything that could hold me back from us." The weekend came, and she left. I stayed home, restless, thinking of every possible scenario. It was hard, but it gave me time to reflect on our relationship, to weigh forgiveness against hurt. When she returned, there was a moment of silence, heavy with tension, before she spoke. "I'm back. I promise I only want you. Nothing else matters," she said, her eyes earnest. I looked into her eyes, seeing sincerity, fear, and hope. It was a test of patience, love, and understanding. We held each other, realizing that relationships are sometimes messy, and trust can be rebuilt if honesty guides the way. The wedding finally arrived, our bond stronger for surviving a test neither of us expected.